So we're here with Innerpartysystem. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great, how are you?
And well, thanks. That wasn't awkward at all. No, that was fine. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
And you?
I'm feeling great.
Good?
I just had a Red Bull Cola. I'm feeling energized.
A Red Bull Cola?
Yeah.
It might sound dumb. What is that?
It's Red Bull in a cola. They have Red Bull Cola now. It's like, you know, Red Bull and like Pepsi. And it's not actually Pepsi, but some sort of cola. I don't know. You want one? I can grab you one if you want. I got tons of them.
Really? I'm going to take you up on that later, definitely. That's a bit mind-blowing. Oh, don't know where to go from there. But yeah, so 2011, new year, new start. With a change in dynamic, how will you make 2011 the year of Innerpartysystem?
Well, I mean, it's really all about the record, our EP coming out. I mean, it's kind of a new direction. It's just really what we love, and I think we're definitely really, really excited about this EP that's coming out, and also our record that's going to come out later in the year.
Cool. So you've got a full length coming out this year as well?
Yes.
Summertime. Summertime. Should be.
Excited?
Yes.
Who said no? Have you ever interviewed a band and then you were like, you're excited? They're like, no.
No. Do you know what? I just don't want to be here.
Sucks.
You suck.
This
The album's rubbish. Let's just go home now. So you say you're going in like a new musical direction. What spurred this change in your sound? We're going this way.
It's funny because it wasn't really a change for us. It feels more like we were always in the directions that we're doing right now. It wasn't maybe properly executed the first time around, just because it was our first time. Like who was I just talking about this the other day? About like bands used to have years to develop, and we got signed so early on. I feel like our band's been in development up until like this past year, and this is kind of like where we want to be finally. Not that we don't like our last record. It was just a growing time. You know what I mean? It was like almost like a half record, as in now this is like our first, like this is what we want to do. So it's not really like a total change of direction. It's a little more dancey, but it's still like the same IPS that you know. It's aggressive programming and beats, heavy bass.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to all the heavy beats and bass that's going to come, hopefully, my way this year then.
That's right.
If you guys got any summer plans for the festivals, I know you've got obviously your full length hopefully coming out this summer. Any plans to hit us up this side with our festival season?
Absolutely. I don't think anything's confirmed yet, but we're definitely going to be over here playing as many shows as we can. Without a doubt.
If you could play any festival, which would it be and why?
Probably Coachella. I think it's just, I mean, it's like all like the best bands seem to play that. And also Reading and Leeds is kind of like on the same level. I mean, they all have like their special place.
Festivals in general. We always talk about how much fun festivals are, because usually you have to, not that I love playing a short set or anything, but it's nice that you have all this time the rest of the day to go check out, like there's usually 50 other bands playing, there's a ton going on. It's always like, it's a great thing to like think that your job is to go to these festivals and have a blast. So
yeah,
that
must really suck.
Yeah, it's awful.
I guess with Coachella, at least you get the sunshine pretty much guaranteed, right?
Definitely.
Everyone loves Palm Springs for that reason.
Glastonbury would be dope.
Glastonbury.
That
We all got sunburned last year.
Oh, it was sunny?
Yeah.
Ah.
It was so sunny. It was so sunny we couldn't drink. That's how sunny it was.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
That sounds crazy to
We had to
me.
live off ice cream.
Yeah?
And ice lollies, popsicles. That's what we had to live off for like 5 days. Ridiculous. So you guys are playing Madame Jojo's this week. Are you looking forward to playing there?
Of course. Yeah, it's going to be our first show that we played here in about a year, I think. So we're definitely really, really excited.
Cool. How come it's been so long since you played in London?
Right, you know what I mean? Just regroup.
Yeah.
We lost a member shortly after like our last record cycle, and we just wanted to write new songs, and it's kind of tough to do when you're touring. So we just had to take some time off and get everything together. So now we're back, and hopefully we'll keep it regular, keep coming.
Keep it regular. Brilliant. So there was a burlesque show at Madame Jojo's last week. Can we expect anything that exotic from your set?
Gonna have to say
Yes.
no.
Oh, wait, what?
What do you mean no?
Maybe.
Pac just has his whole routine ready.
I've been working on it for years. That's why we haven't played in London at all, because I've been working on my burlesque routine to bring it full swing.
And how's that going? Have you got like the champagne glass with the bubbles, or like
Or is this
what's?
corset thing? Yeah. It's like a onesie, but it's like mesh. It's gonna be great. It's for the kids.
Okay, so I'm going to move right on from there. So how come you guys haven't played London in a while? I think we've missed you. And your onesie.
How come we haven't?
Yeah.
You're home writing. Did we just talk
Yeah,
about
we
this?
Yeah, sorry. Saw the Red Bull. So when you do come to London on your rare trips, do you have any favourite spots that you have to visit?
We always, actually, this time's the first time. I'm sorry, we're going to go. You can go, dude.
You go. You're already going.
I'm already going.
You've gone.
We always stay at the same hotel like the last 7 times we've been here. And I was a little bummed out this time. They weren't staying at the Columbia. And it's like right off of Queensway, and there's always the same shawarma spot that I go to. That's like the thing I do every time I come here is eat like 300 shawarmas. And that's kind of boring, but that's the only thing I always do when I come here.
Someone have something more interesting to say.
Man, that's about as interesting as we get.
Shawarma's pretty interesting.
Yeah? What's your favourite shawarma?
I go for the lamb.
You go for the lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone a fan of chicken?
Yeah, I usually do the chicken.
You do the chicken?
Yeah. Sometimes I do chicken and rice and don't even do the shawarma. Get really crazy.
Honestly, you lot, way too much. So, as you said, your lineup has suffered a few alterations and reductions in recent times. What's the story behind that?
Jesse, I've known Jesse for a long time. Like, I've known him since I was in 8th grade. So it was like a point where, I don't know, I don't want to speak for him, you know what I mean? But like, it seemed like he wasn't really into the project that much anymore. And because I know him as a friend so well, I was more on the tip of, I want you to do what makes you happy. You know what I mean? I don't want you to feel like you have a liability or responsibility to do this because of whatever. So we just pretty much like he just said like he wants to travel, he wants to work on his own music, do his own thing, which is totally cool. And there's no bad blood among any of us and him. Like, we're still all really good friends. And he's just doing his thing and we're still doing our thing, and it's pretty much what it is.
Those are cats, which I'm negotiating a deal right now to get them back. We had 2 cats at our band house, and Jesse's parents took them while we toured. But since he's not in the band anymore, I'm working it out. I think I'm going to get them back soon. I miss them a lot.
A custody battle over the cat.
It's not really a battle. It feels a lot more like a drug deal. We've been texting like, where do you want to meet me at when I get back? So I think it's going down soon. Cat deal.
What are the cats' names?
Peter and Stuart.
Those are very people names. Some people get really freaked out by animals having people names. You guys are definitely not those type of people.
No, I kind of like it, actually.
Really?
I had an Oscar, Lawrence.
I have a dog named Ernie.
You're a fan of Sesame Street?
No, I just thought it was a good name for a pet.
Yeah, it fits when you see him. He looks like an Ernie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's funny. He's a corgi.
Oh,
With big ears.
the Queen has corgis. And we're in London. Maybe you could go and walk her dogs.
Man, I could talk corgis with her.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. Go for a cup of tea and talk about corgis.
Real cool.
Yes, not weird at all. So, after being dropped by Ireland, what was your initial reaction? Like, did you feel relieved, or did you just feel a bit overwhelmed or a bit abandoned, or?
I would say relief. I mean, they weren't really that supportive as it ended. Is that wrong?
No. I mean, it's like it's not like we didn't know it was coming. Like, as on any major label, like they want big acts, and when something doesn't hit as hard as they want it to, you'd see this slow reduction in phone calls and this stuff happening, and you always catch wind of how things are going to go down. So when it went down, we kind of knew, and at that point, that wasn't like a bad relationship or anything. It was just like, well, they're not happy with us. We're not overly happy with them, so we just parted ways, and it was all good. So it was easy.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was a sense of relief. I guess then you kind of got freedom to do what you want. So, with being signed to Red Bull, does that give you the freedom to do what you want? And like, how is it going to shape the rest of your year being with Red Bull?
I think absolutely they give us freedom. I mean, they've been great so far. They're not so concerned with getting the big radio single. But I mean, if it came, it's not like we're gonna fight it. But I think it's just they're they're really into us doing what we want to do, which is really the most important thing. That's what the best product is going to come out with that situation.
So how important do you think endorsement contracts, like what you guys have kind of with Red Bull, how important do you think they are to bands nowadays?
I think it could be, I don't know this, but it could be the future, because I feel like labels are almost doing themselves at this point, because they don't want to spend the proper amount of money on a project anymore because they don't have it coming in and they're scared to really take a risk. With companies that still, make money, it's nice to be able to have that freedom. Not saying like that to spend cash until it works or anything, but if we want to do something that seems to make sense, I think like the resources are there to do it, which is important. Like we were just talking about how positive it is in here. This is like a old school like major label of how they used to be. Like everybody's happy, everybody's hanging out, there's stuff going on, there's a band playing in here, there's interviews, like it looks like there's a bar in the lobby. But it just seems like a happy time in this company, whereas in the rest of the industry is everybody's kind of scrambling around trying to figure out what to do next. So we're really happy with our decision to do this, for sure.
Excellent. So what about your decision to give American Trash away for free? What persuaded you into that?
Everybody likes free music, or free anything.
We're going to take it anyway, so.
It's true.
I think you nailed it right there.
That's it. All right.
As long as I at least get an email address out of it now. That's about as good as you can do anymore.
Get someone on a mailing list. Got them.
Yeah.
Got them then. And then make it really difficult to unsubscribe. Got them.
Yeah, we have like 9 pages you have to go through. Just like, no, I don't know. I don't know if it's that bad, but yeah, that's just the way it's going right now. I think my favorite part about it is just, at least there's a way to track it. Like when people torrent and steal music, I don't even care they're stealing it as much as I just wish I knew how many people cared. It's really hard to gauge how many people have your song when they're just passing it around.
Yeah.
So it's easier if you just give it away and you can like literally see how many people are downloading it, which is nice.
Yeah, like you said, you can keep track of where your music's going.
Mm-hmm.
Is due for release soon. How long have you been waiting to release it?
Oh man, there's some songs on this record that we've been cooking on for a year and a half.
Yeah,
like some of them, like we literally started a year and a half ago, and then we started like touring and endlessly touring, and touring never stopped. And then we finally took a break, and then this deal happened, and then we finally got the rest of it together, and we picked like the best songs. It's not like a full album because I'm not really sure why, but we just picked like the best songs and like put these out. And I actually totally forgot the question. I feel like I'm just talking. What was it?
Just chat.
Just chat? Yeah. So, my name is Patrick. I'm a Gemini.
No, yeah, we're going to put out a full length this summer. And so I think the reason we did it this way is because we had more than enough songs to do a record. So we just figured because we've been away for so long, it's kind of nice just to test the waters and see how it's going to go. Put out 6 now, and then we'll put out probably a dozen or more over the summer. And then maybe at the end of the year have some really cool Christmas special edition thing with like a bow on it or something.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Go in all of our stockings.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So will your EP lead, like kind of guide us into your full length, or will your full length be another like sort of change in direction?
I think it's like a good lead in. It's not going to sound exactly the same, but it's like exactly the same. But it's like a good intro. It's like Innerpartysystem 1, and then Innerpartysystem. Never mind.
The sequel.
I'm just failing on all levels on this one. No, it's definitely the direction that we're going, but the record's going to be like similar.
Okay.
I mean, it's not going to sound exactly the same, but it's similar. Because this direction, we're all like, it's flowing really well, and like creatively, it just seems to come out a lot easier and like better, and the work is just happening that way.
Well, that's very good to hear. So good luck with your shows in London, and good luck with your EP and your album releases. Looking forward to hearing them. And thank you so much for having this really random chat with me. Yeah. Thanks, guys.